Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, class 4. This is your science class. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system. Class 4, this is your science class. Today we are going to learn unit number 4. The topic of our unit number 4 is living things and their environment. So students, today we will discuss and learn and read unit number 4, that is about living things and their environment. Students, this is your science book, Amazing Science. Also this book contains a lot of amazing topics that is about science. Today our topic is about living things and their environment. Students, all of us knows that we have two kind of things, living things and non-living things. So what are the relation of living things, which include plants and animals? Also human beings are a part of living things of this world. What are the relationship of living things with the environment? Because different living things like to live in different environments. So everything that is around us is called environment. Okay students, first of all we will look at the definition of environment, that what is environment and what things are exist in our environment. So students, look at first 3 lines of your unit number 4. Everything on the earth is either living or non-living. The non-living part of the earth is made up of rocks, soil, water, air and sunlight. So all these things are non-living, and the living part of this world is made up of plants and animals. Plants and animals are the living part of our environment, and all these things, water, rocks, mountains are non-living things. All the plants and green plants are the living part of our environment. So students, we can say that living things depend on each other as well as non-living things for food. So all living things, plants and animals, depend on living things and other non-living things for their food, energy, sport and shelter. Of which material we make houses, of which material we make tables, chairs in our houses. They all are made up of non-living things. For example, wood, लकड़ी से हम लोग टेबल, चेयर्स वगैरह बनाते हैं, and wood is the non-living thing. So all living things depend on non-living things for their food, energy, sport and shelter. So here we have the definition of environment. We can say that all those things that are around an organism and which affect its way of life are called environment. So students, here we have the definition of environment. All those things that are around an organism, वो तमाम चीज़ें जो किसी भी एक ऑर्गेनिज्म के इर्द गिर्द मौजूद हैं और वो उनकी लाइफ पे इफ़ेक्ट कर रही हैं, असरअंदाज हो रही हैं, दिस इज़ कॉल्ड environment. So students, underline this definition of environment. Also we have the explanation of environment. The number and types of animals and plants that live in a particular environment depends upon the amount of rain, sunshine and temperature of that place. Now he is telling you that different kinds of animals and plants that live in suitable or particular environment depend on which factors? They depend on rain, sunlight and temperature of that place, because these factors made the environment of that place. The shape of the land or landscape also affects the living things. Animals and plants found at the top of the mountains are different from those found on plains or in desert areas. So students, So we can say that environment can change a living thing, a plant or animal's life, and then an effect on their life. So the animals and plants who live on the top of the mountains, because they have different environment on the top of the mountains, are different from the animals and plants who live down the hill or in desert areas or near the coastal areas, because the environment in desert areas, in sandy deserts are different, in marshy places are different, on the top of the mountains the environment is different. Now students, we also have some layers in our environment, and this is called biosphere. The layer which is around us, the part of the earth where living things are found, is called biosphere. वो हिस्सा ज़मीन का जहाँ पे तमाम लिविंग थिंग्स रहते हैं, प्लांट्स एंड एनिमल्स एंड ह्यूमन बींग्स आर कॉल्ड, इज कॉल्ड द बायोस्फीयर. सो स्टूडेंट्स, this is the definition of biosphere. Underline your this definition. The biosphere contains all the important substances which living things need, or biosphere is that kind of layer where living things are found and they have all important substances. कौन कौन से important substances हैं living things के लिए? Yes, water, air, soil, all these are the important factors which are present in biosphere. First of all, the most important is water. We know that 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. Look at this picture. You can see easily that 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water. So water is everywhere. It is contained in the oceans, ice caps, lakes and rivers. So water is in the form, also present in the form of ice caps, ice in northern areas, polar regions where we have the ice glaciers. Water is present in lakes, rivers. Living things need water because 3/4 of the body is made up of water. Yes, it is very interesting. Students, class 4, you know that our body is made up of 3/4 of water, and any change inside the body take place in the form of solutions. So student, water is very important factor of our environment. Water is everywhere. Look at this picture. Some kids are playing on a ground, and on the sky we have the clouds which is full of water droplets and cause rain. Yes, so water is everywhere. After that, we also have air. Air is also very important. Without air we can't breathe. So different gases are present in our air, and we breathe and respire with the help of air. After about 1/5 of the air is a gas called oxygen. So students, please underline this. This is also very important fact, that 1/5 of the air is of a gas that is called oxygen. Human beings, animals, plants all need oxygen. Living things take oxygen out of the air when they breathe. Yes, all of us knows that when we breathe, we take in oxygen. Breathing helps to produce energy for our body. A very small amount of air is carbon dioxide gas. So carbon dioxide gas is also present in our atmosphere. It is added to the air by burning wood, coal, and also by the breathing of animals. So whenever animals breathe, they give out carbon dioxide, and by burning wood and coal, the carbon dioxide present in our air. Plants also use carbon dioxide for their food. So students, air is also very important factor for our life, for our environment. Next we have the light. Yes, light is also present in our environment in the form of sunlight. It gives light and energy to all living things, and also plants use sunlight to make their own food. Animals and plants, animals who eat plants get energy indirectly from plants. What kind of energy they get? They get the light energy of sunlight. Yes. Now look at the next heading, minerals. Students, please look at the spellings of minerals. Spellings are of very important. Yes, you must learn proper spellings of all difficult words. Minerals, M-I-N-E-R-A-L-S, minerals. The soil contains many minerals. What are the minerals, students? The different elements which are present in soil, inside ground, earth, we call it minerals. We need minerals for our health. So the soil contains many minerals which help plants and animals to grow healthy and strong. Plants absorb mineral salts from the soil through their roots, and animals also get these minerals by eating plants. Next factor is temperature. Yes, temperature is also very important factor. Plants and animals need to live in a particular temperature. If the surroundings become too hot or too cold, they may die. So students, we need a particular temperature to live. So if temperature gets too hot or too cold, the plants and animals can die. Okay students, our next topic is about what do animals eat. Animals क्या खाना पसंद करते हैं? Without plants there would be no food in the world. Plants अगर ना होते तो दुनिया में कोई भी food ना होती. Plants provide food for animals. Plants हैं जो provide करते हैं food किसके लिए? Animals के लिए. Green plants make their own food from the light energy of the sun. I told you earlier that plants are the producers. Plants make their own food with the help of sunlight, and animals get and eat these green plants and get the sunlight energy indirectly. The energy of the sun is stored in the sugars made by green plants. Some of this energy is used by plant itself. Plants जो energy बनाते हैं we call it sugars, और plant इसको अपने लिए भी use करते हैं. Some energy stored in the plants, but most of the energy is lost. When an animal feeds on plants, it eats the stored energy. जब animals plants को eat करते हैं, green plants को, तो stored energy जो है वो animals में transfer हो जाती है. Animals are of three types according to their eating habits. Some animals are herbivores. Herbivores are those animals which only like to eat plants. ऐसे animals जो सिर्फ plants को खाते हैं we call it herbivores. For example, rabbits, cows, sheep, horses, zebras, camels, all these animals like to eat green plants, and they have specially to chew the leaves of the green plants. Here we have the examples. Next we have the carnivores. What are the carnivores? Some big animals like to eat meat and flesh of other animals. कुछ ऐसे animals हैं जो दूसरे animals को meat खाना पसंद करते हैं. We call it carnivores. For example, lion, tigers are carnivores. They have special teeth to chew the flesh of other animals. So students, this is very interesting. Yes, and other one we are omnivores. Human beings are omnivores because we like to eat plants and animals as well. हम मीट भी खाते हैं, एनिमल्स को भी खाते हैं और प्लांट्स को भी खाते हैं. सो वी कॉल इट omnivores. Bears, hens, crows, human beings are omnivores. So students, it is very interesting. Your book is extremely interesting with lot of colorful pictures. Look at these pictures. These are very colorful and very interesting. So students, green plants are called producers because they make their own food, and they make their food with the process of photosynthesis. They use sunlight to make their food. Next students, animals and humans cannot make their own food. They are called consumers. So animals who feed on other animals, and humans, we are called as consumers. And next we have some small organisms, for example bacteria, fungi, feed on dead plants and animals. So we call it the microscopic organisms are known as decomposers. So students, after reading this, we come to the point that we have different kind of animals. Some animals feed on plants, some animals feed on other animals. So we have a full food chain. So the definition of food chain is food energy passes from plants to animals in a form of long chain is called food chain. So student, this is the definition of food chain. फूड एनर्जी जो एक प्लांट से एनिमल्स में पास आउट होती है लॉन्ग चेन्स में, वी कॉल इट फूड चेन. सो फोटोसिंथेसिस इन ग्रीन प्लांट चेंज द सन्स एनर्जी टू एनर्जी स्टोर्ड इन फूड. So energy flows from sun to plants, and plants are the producers. Then when some animals eat these plants, the energy is transferred to other animals, plant eating animals. Then when flesh eating animals eat the herbivore animals, the energy transferred to flesh eating animals. So this energy flows from a food chain. Here we have a simple food chain in a picture. Look at this simple food chain. Sparrows like to eat ladybirds. Ladybird likes to eat other small insects. Other small insects are like to eat green leaves, and green leaves make their food from sun to leaves. Now energy is transferred from sun to leaves to small leaf eating herbivores insects, and then ladybird who like to eat small insects, and to sparrow. So it is a simple food chain. Okay students, this is all for today. You must revise these topics of unit number 4. Allah Hafiz, take care.